Have you ever felt a place watching you? Not haunted, watching. Not a presence behind you, but something beneath your skin. Something that knows you, that remembers your name before you've ever spoken it aloud. That was Beechworth. I came here to document history, or so I told myself. I'd filmed haunted places before, dusty old buildings, tragic stories, a few shadows that made the audience jump. But Beechworth, it wasn't a place that let you walk in without taking something from you. And the moment I stepped inside, I knew this story wouldn't let me leave. Located in Victoria, Australia, it opened in 1867 as the Mayday Hills Lunatic Asylum. It was supposed to be a place of care, treatment, reform. But like all things buried in bureaucracy and fear, it twisted. What began with hope ended in horror. Over 3,000 people died here. Most were forgotten, their stories erased with a signature or a buried report. And now, what's left is silence and whispers. God, the whispers. When I stepped through the gates, the air changed. It wasn't colder. It was heavier. Like walking into a room where someone had just been screaming and stopped the moment you entered. The walls are still standing, though weathered. Ivy climbs over broken windows, as if trying to seal the past in. The hallways stretch like arteries into the heart of something that should have died long ago but didn't. Some doors are sealed shut, others creak open like they're relieved to see someone again. They say Matron Sharp still roams the hall near the infirmary, strict in life, feared in death. Some say they've seen her shadow glide past the window when no one's inside. Others have heard her keys jingling in the dead of night. I didn't believe in her. Not until I smelled lavender, strong, sudden, in a room filled with nothing but rot and dust. That was her perfume, someone later told me. Lavender and powder. The matron never left her rounds. Then there's Arthur. He wasn't a violent patient, just lost. He'd been committed by his brother after showing signs of depression. They say he wandered the halls even after death, wearing his hospital gown and mumbling about birds. That's what unsettled me. Not the story, but the fact that the moment I stepped into Ward C, I heard them. Birds, inside. No windows, no sound system, just birds. And then there's the girl. No one knows her name. The records from the 1870s are mostly destroyed, but guests have seen her. A child no older than 10, standing near the staircase at dusk. She doesn't move, doesn't blink. Some say she's waiting for her mother to take her home. Others say she's not a child at all. But none of those stories prepared me for what happened on the third night. I wasn't supposed to be there overnight. The property is closed after dusk. But I had a key, and curiosity is louder than rules. I set up my camera in the east wing, near the former electroshock room. That's where the worst echoes live. People claim to hear screaming, even scratching, sometimes inside the walls. The room was cold, unnaturally so. My breath fogged, and then nothing. No sound, no bugs, no wind. Just silence so thick it pressed against my ears like cotton. I turned on the recorder and started narrating, but the mic didn't pick up my voice. It picked up someone else. I didn't hear it in real time. But when I played it back, at the moment I said, "This is where the treatments took place." A voice, not mine, whispered, "Still does." I froze, replayed it, again, it never changed, "Still does." That's when the door creaked shut behind me, slowly. Deliberately. I turned, camera in hand, and saw nothing, but I felt it. A shift, The way air changes when someone enters a room. I backed out carefully, never turning my back. The hallway outside was darker than I remembered, like the shadows had grown teeth. I left the camera rolling and made my way toward the exit. That's when I saw the light. Room 18. It was glowing, a soft yellow glow, like a candle, though I knew there was no power. Room 18 wasn't on the tour. It was sealed off decades ago after an incident. A nurse went in. She never came out. They found her days later, huddled in a corner, blind and silent, scratching symbols into the floor. She died before they could get a name. I should have walked away, but I didn't. Inside, the room was impossibly cold. The candlelight I thought I saw, gone. But in the center of the room, there's a chair, old iron, rusted, straps hanging off the sides, and on the wall behind it, scratches, hundreds of them, all in the same pattern, over and over and over. I lifted the camera, dead battery. I checked my phone, dead. The hallway behind me was gone. I wasn't trapped. I was shifted, moved, like the building itself had breathed and I was caught between ribs. The air turned electric. I could feel it on my skin, the pressure, the nausea, then the whisper. You see us now. Not me, not a single voice. I turned back toward the chair. It wasn't empty anymore. A figure, male, thin, skin like paper. His eyes were open, but they weren't looking at me. They were looking through me. And in that moment, I understood. Beechworth didn't keep ghosts. It kept memories. Pain so intense it burned itself into the walls, suffering that wanted to be seen, voices that didn't want to haunt. They wanted to be heard. I backed away, breath sharp in my throat. But the door was open now. Behind it, only blackness. When I stepped through, I was outside, bright sun, my phone buzzing with missed calls. It was morning. Harold was waiting at the gate. You stayed too long, he said. It remembers you now. I didn't speak. I couldn't. I drove for hours, didn't stop. When I finally made it home, I checked my footage. Most of it was static, except one file, no video, just audio. Me narrating, my own voice, until the very end, where a woman's voice whispers, "You saw the chair." I never uploaded that footage. But sometimes, late at night, I hear scratching behind my bedroom wall, the same pattern I saw in room 18. I don't have rats. I checked. I even tore the drywall down once. Nothing was there, except one line etched into the beams behind my bed. You see us now. So if you ever visit Beechworth, be polite. Don't stay past sunset. Don't follow the sounds. And whatever you do, if a door closes behind you, don't look back, because some buildings don't trap ghosts, they trap you. These stories don't end here, and neither will we. Hit like if you want more hauntings uncovered, and if you've heard the whispers too, comment below. I'm listening.